welcome to day 7, the last day of week 1. Today we are doing laughter on purpose, so I hope everyone is ready for a good old belly laugh today, because that's what your homework is, at least today, is the laughter. Because laughter, of course, is the best medicine, right? Um, so obviously, you know what you find funny. So after today as well, I want you to go and find yourself a funny video, like your favorite comedian, or cats falling off of things, or whatever it is that makes you laugh. And I want you to just enjoy that, like with the music, where you just fully lean into it, right? And just enjoy it for at least 30 seconds and just notice that difference that you're gonna feel. Um, oh, Alison was looking for silly stuff around the house. Yeah, to have a chuckle. Oh, I love that. Amazing. Oh. Um, so we were actually talking about this when we were writing all these scripts up and everything, and we were reminded of the Robin Williams movie with Patch Adams. Um, and how he would go in to make the children laugh, right? And because you go into the hospitals, you make the children laugh, they feel better. And that doesn't just have to be for children, that can be for adults too. So that was a little cue reminder there. I will let Karnie talk about the Michael McIntyre stuff. And then we will go on to a funny thing about chocolate.
Okay. So Michael McIntyre is a favourite comedian, shared comedian of Becca's and myself, and we share YouTube clips about him all the time. My favourite one of his is where, sorry, and just even thinking about it, I'm laughing. He goes, he goes into this lady's house and steals all of the food out of her freezer, and she doesn't know, but he's had this conversation with the husband, takes it out, takes it to a big French restaurant, recooks it and repackages it, and the husband comes along with the wife and she gets served her own food. And so she's critiquing her own food. And then when he plays back the video, she's like, "Oh, Michael, you broke into my house. I can't believe you did that." It's the funniest video. Beck actually told me about the dentist one the other day, which I'd never seen before. And yeah, like I just couldn't stop laughing the whole way through. So I find when I come home at the end of the day, because I have a long drive home after picking up my son at work, an hour and a quarter in the car, and often my physical body's a bit challenged by that, I'll just sit down and put Michael McIntyre on, and my body feels so much better after about 10, 15 minutes. But when we were talking about the laughter scripts, we got onto all of these crazy conversations, like how you can eat, I don't know whether you guys do Tim Tam bombs, where you eat one corner off a Tim Tam and the other diagonal corner, then you put it into coffee or cacao or something. And when you sip it up the Tim Tam like a straw, it actually explodes in your mouth. I can see Alison's she'd done it before. Have you done it before, Kerry? No? Oh, you have to give it a go. Tria, what about you, Del?
Kinda.
Yep.
I just chop the top and the bottom off and do it pig style, I guess. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Yeah. And I was sharing with Beck how in primary school we used to bring chocolate royales to school. Now, if you don't know them, they're a round biscuit and they've got like a big dome with a marshmallow on top. And we would stand around in a group at, probably between the ages of 10 and 12, smash the chocolate royale on our forehead, think we were hysterical. Oh, Kerry, we didn't hurt ourselves. I didn't know about the third eye back then. And then eat all the little bits of chocolate off, and then you suck the marshmallow in, and then you eat the biscuit last. Well, when I when I shared, sorry, I know what's coming. When I shared this with Becca, um, she shared something that she does, and she's actually going to give us a demonstration. So,
And thank you,
I,
Karnie. So, I don't know if it's actually an English thing, but it's what I used to do in college in England. And we used to get what we call after eights, which I believe you Australians call after dinner mints.
yeah,
So they're the square ones. I didn't have any. I live in the middle of nowhere, so I couldn't just run out and grab them. So I made a similar looking thing here, right? And what you do is, she's already laughing.
I'm sorry.
I showed her just before we let you guys in, by the way, so she already knows what's coming. So what you do is you sit around in a circle and you have to put it on your forehead and you've got to get it into your mouth without touching it. So just moving your face. I think Alison's been doing both of these because she's nodding along to both of us, guys. So I think she's one of our new playmates. So what you do is you put it on your forehead, right in the middle, on your third eye, weirdly, same thing. And then you just kind of move like that, and then it comes down your face. And of course, you get chocolate all over your face as well. But it's a race, so everyone around you, and you have to try and get it in your mouth. Yeah. But then you get it all down your face. You need a few moments, Connie.
Why I find
Didn't
it so
tell
hard.
you that.
But I suppose I can envisage too how hysterical it would be with a large group of people, like, and you're all laughing together. And my grandparents and parents raised me with a great sense of the ridiculous. So I love ridiculous things like that. And we used to play a game called Pig where you have teaspoons or dessert spoons, and you play a card game, and the first person to win picks up the spoon and puts it on their nose and says pig, and everybody else, as soon as they hear pig, has to follow. And it's really funny to watch because people are in such a hurry to pick up the spoon and get it on their nose that you end up with spoons in eyes, in mouths, like it's all over the place. And yeah, I just think those kind of, I never thought I loved slapstick humour, but I actually really do. And it's even better when it's someone you know. It's a shame we can't give out demonstration pieces to all of everyone here, isn't it? Maybe you can send us your own little video. Try it and send us your video. I'm happy to give a reading to the best entry. How would that be?
Have to put it in the Facebook group.
Oh, no, you don't. You can if you want to, though.
I'm used to being ridiculous. We'll see.
Yeah. Oh, so you got a good sense of that too. Fabulous. Bring your own Chocky Royale. Yeah, what we should actually have a session where we do it in a group. Shouldn't we, Becca? I think we'll have to coordinate that. Oh dear. Sorry. I've probably got makeup everywhere now. Okay, let's have a look at the shadow script flip to joy flip. So we've got, oh dear, the awareness that you might try and keep yourself in restraint and say, joy is inappropriate right now. So that's when we take ourselves a little bit too seriously and we think that we can't be joyful in any situation and we can't let that inner clown out and we can't have a whole heap of fun. And so we pull ourselves back in. But joy actually strengthens resilience. That's the flip script of it. When we're joyful, and particularly when we can laugh at ourselves without ridiculing and humiliating ourselves, we actually get to see that, we're not taking ourselves too seriously and we don't have too many boundaries around what is and isn't acceptable in place. The second one we're looking at is I don't deserve to feel light. And that would be someone who is caught in maybe sadness or grief or situational sadness or grief. And the flip of that is laughter doesn't invalidate pain. Now, some of the funniest things that have happened to me have happened at the grimmest times. I remember when I was going to my mum's funeral and I thought I looked beautiful. I had this black and white dress on. It was big black stripes and white stripes, and I had my hair up in the air. And I've looked in the mirror very stupidly and said, "Oh, you look a bit." What was her name? Angelina Jolie-ish. And the little 4-year-old in the background says from the back seat of the car, "Don't you mean Cruella de Vil?" And so I'm heading into the funeral, about to give my eulogy, and I just couldn't stop laughing because my mum would have thought that was so funny. You know, she loved Ben's humor, and that's exactly what she would have felt was hysterical. It was kind of like she was there with me, enjoying the moment. And it was funny the way it was orchestrated too, because my bestie then got out of the car next to me, and I'm like, I have to share this because I can't go into mum's funeral laughing my head off. It's just probably not going to look right. But if I share it with you and get it out of my system, it should be fine. Um, Next joy flip is if I laugh, I'm not taking life seriously. We don't have to take life seriously every minute of the day. So we are allowed micro moments of lightness and joy, because what that does is it shifts energy, and the endorphins that we release also take our body out of physical pain as well too. And the last one is happiness is fragile, don't risk it. Um, and the flip on that one is my body can experience relief, safety. So when we allow ourselves to laugh and have fun and be frivolous and to step into ridiculous, we're actually removing tension. We're actually letting go. We're actually surrendering. There's no, in a lot of the healing work I do, what I find is there are phenomenal shifts in people's energy when they've laughed, when they've yawned, when they've cried, um, when they've sighed. All of those kinds of things are releases. And laughter is one of the quickest and best and most powerful ways of resetting the central nervous system. So we move from emotional rigidity into regulated expansion. Sorry, I've still got your picture. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to look at you the same way, Becca. Okay, our super conscious affirmation. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to do this without laughing. Do you want to do it? I've still got the visual.
You just enjoy, darling. I'll do the rest.
Turn me off.
Okay, while Karnie is having a hysterical meltdown, we will do the super conscious affirmation. So just like normal, whatever you feel called to do, whether that is hand on heart, whether that is middle finger touching the thumb, or both, or whatever you do to anchor things in. All right, you can close your eyes or just soften your gaze as well, if that also helps. And then repeat after me out loud or in your head. You're all muted, so you're very welcome to say out loud. Joy is a stabilizing force in my life. Laughter restores my vitality. I can honor my depth and my light at the same time. And just take a breath. All right, so this integrates wholeness over the emotional rigidity. And before we go into today's meditation, does anybody have any questions, any shares, anything before we go on to that? No, everyone's good. Growing older is inevitable. Growing up is optional. Keeping our childlike sense of wonder and fun are important for a joyful life. Absolutely, Alison. I love that. All right, get nice and comfy, everyone. Seated or lying down. We are going to do laughter potions. Okay, feel free to close your eyes or soften your gaze. And take a nice, slow breath in and let it leave your body gently. Imagine you're standing in a quiet apothecary, not a modern pharmacy, but an old world candlelit potion room. Wooden shelves curve around you. Glass bottles shimmer in amber, rose, emerald, and indigo light. You are the alchemist here. And tonight, you are not brewing seriousness. You are brewing laughter. On the central table sits a small crystal vial labeled laughter, 30 seconds only. You almost smile. Notice what arises in you right now. Perhaps a whisper comes in there that joy is inappropriate right now, that you don't deserve to feel light, that if you laugh, you're not taking life seriously, or that happiness is fragile, don't risk it. Well, these are not truths. These are old preservation spells. So just gently turn that vial in your hand. And inside you can see it sparkle. Tiny golden bubbles rising and bursting with quiet mischief. This is not denial. This is medicine. You uncork the vial. And as you do, a soft sound escapes. It's a small giggle, almost shy. The potion doesn't explode, and it does not erase your life. It simply loosens the grip around your ribs. Take a breath. And now just imagine watching or reading something genuinely funny to you. Just 30 seconds. A ridiculous face, a clever line, a cat misjudging a jump, or a perfectly timed human blunder. Allow the corners of your mouth to lift, even if it feels mechanical at first. This potion activates when you allow it. Notice what happens within your body. Your shoulders soften, your jaw loosens, and your diaphragm moves more freely. Your nervous system recalibrates. Laughter, when taken in microdoses, is a regulator. But now the shadow script tries again. This is irresponsible. This is too light for the weight that I carry. And you, the alchemist, respond. Joy strengthens resilience. Laughter does not invalidate pain. I am allowed micro moments of light. My body can experience relief safely. With each statement, the potion brightens. And watch how it moves through you. Not as chaos, but as expansion. Not as bypass, but as circulation. Instead of collapsing under pressure, you widen. Instead of emotional rigidity, you feel regulated expansion. Instead of bracing against life, your system learns relief is safe. You do not abandon your responsibilities. You do not abandon your depth. You simply add oxygen, and oxygen changes outcomes. In this new state, decisions soften, creativity returns, solutions that were invisible begins to shimmer at the edge of awareness. Because laughter alters chemistry, and altered chemistry alters perception, and altered perception alters possibility. This potion was never about silliness. It was about sovereignty. You may carry weight. You may carry history. You may carry complexity. And you may also carry light. And take another breath and feel your body slightly more spacious than it was a few moments ago. This is the power of laughter on purpose. A deliberate, regulated shift from emotional contraction to resilient expansion. This vial remains on your inner shelf, and you may take a sip whenever you choose. Alchemist, you are allowed to feel better, even for 30 seconds. And sometimes that's enough to change everything. And just notice your heart beating in your chest. Feel its vibration. Feel your heart beating down your arms, into your hands, and pulsating through your fingertips. Feel your heart beating down your legs, into your feet, and pulsating through your toes. Feel your heart beating throughout your entire body now, through every cell in your being. You are alive, and you are here. Okay, if you need to wiggle your fingers and your toes, do a nice stretch. Feel free to do that. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back. Take a few moments, and then if you want to share or you want to ask any questions, please feel free to unmute or write them in the chat.
Right. I just wanted to share my bottle or my vial was all of the colours that you've put into the Joy Flip script. So it was bright yellow, bright purple, bright pink, bright green, bright blue. Really beautiful. And when I drank it, the BFG appeared and we were doing whiz poppers around the room flying. And then there was what's his name? Dick Van Dyke and Mary Poppins and the two kids, and we were flying in the air. So yeah, I had a really cool time with that. Thank you very much. It's the lightest in a while.
Yep. Thank you, Alison. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, laughter does not invalidate pain. Absolutely.
Mm.
It can help, though. It can help with any pains. Anybody
I
else?
thought of a funny incident when I was working. I was a school cleaner and it was winter time, and one of my blocks had stairs and there was open space, and then the room where I used to put my stuff. And I went one afternoon, and here's two the little preppies in the nutty, a boy and a girl, under the stairs cuddling each other. So I sort of went, and so then I went into the room to the prep teacher. I says, "Oh, there's two little preppies up there being let." So she went and dealt with it. And on my retirement celebration, she brought up how shocked I was. But I couldn't stop laughing. It was just so funny.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Kids are just so spontaneous like that. It is very much so. We when we were doing a C unit, because I've been a teacher for 40 years, when we were doing a C unit, we made this enormous blue whale, and it was, I'm trying to think how long, probably about 6 or 7 feet meters long. Like, it was massive, absolutely massive. And we did it out of wire, chicken wire, and paper mache. I didn't realize that the paper mache would be so heavy. And so overnight, the paper mache flattened and we came back
Oh,
with this really skinny, squashed whale. And the kids are like, "What's happened? What's happened?" We say. I'm like, "Well, the whale obviously tried to escape out of the window overnight and it got caught. And that's why it's so flat." We all wrote stories about it. It was the funniest thing, but it was so interesting. These were grade 3s and 4s. How if you enter into that stage of imagination, how they will embellish, and the stories were absolutely brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But yeah, they really are funny, Kerry, little kids. They really are, because they're so spontaneous. There's no filter.
no.
And we need to learn to embody and embrace that a bit more, I think, in our own lives.
That's right.
Anybody else have anything that they want to share or anything like that? I'm trying to find what we're doing tomorrow. Can you think off the top of your head what we're doing tomorrow, Karnie?
Oh, the next script. Well, I've actually got an overview meditation, so I'll record that today and pop that up as a bonus because I've got one I've done of the compilation of everything. So tomorrow's day 8. So tomorrow's one small order. Yeah.
So
Already.
nothing needs to be bought tonight, eh? Nothing.
Yeah. So it's just about tidying one tiny area, not doing anything overwhelming. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to have a look at my house and see what needs cleaning today. I'm sure I can find somewhere.
One small thing that you're able to do. Nothing too strenuous.
Can I just say there too, Beck, like Beck's got me onto a program, an app called Finch, and that's actually really helped me heaps with breaking things down into smaller, more manageable tasks and celebrating them. Do you want to share a little bit about what it is?
So it sounds a bit ridiculous, but it's like you get this like little bird on your phone and you kind of look after it. But the way that you look after it is you put in the things that you need to do. And it can be, actual to-do list stuff, but it could also be get out of bed, do something nice for yourself, like, take a pause, anything at all, go outside, whatever you want to incorporate into your day, and then you get to tick it off and you get points for that, and then you can buy them little clothes or things for their little birdhouse and go on a plane to like different countries and explore different countries, and it's kind of sweet. And if you want to do it with other people, there can be other people, real people, who become your friends, and you kind of encourage each other and you can share tasks. So like me and Karnie, we do shared tasks together and we tick them off, and if one of us isn't doing it, the other one can just press the encouragement button. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a modern day Tamagotchi, absolutely. Yeah, it's yeah, but it's just a bit it's not like addictive like a game. It's very, very calming, and like nothing bad happens in it. The bird won't die if you don't go on the app
Yeah.
for a few days or whatever. But it's a really good way, and it actually helped me last year because I went on this whole self-love thing, and I never drank water. Honestly, I never ever ever drank water, but I'm drinking like loads of these every day now because of this app. And it just started off with like every time I took a sip, I would tick it off, tick it off, tick it off that I had a sip of water. And now I don't need to even do that anymore. It's just like, yeah, I guess I did a couple of sips or whatever when I'd actually done a whole glass now. So it's really, really amazing. And then Karnie tried it and yeah, leaps and bounds already. And she's only been on it for a few weeks. So it's amazing
Just
how it shifts.
the sense of satisfaction it gives you is huge. Huge. I've got to find out how to add friends because I know that Tria was interested. So, yeah.
I can show you how to do that. It's nice and easy.
At the Savo with all the other things we've got to catch up on.
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful.
All right. Anybody else for anything else before we say goodbye to everyone? All right. So from the Hippie Chicks, I've been Becca.
And I'm Karnie. And we look forward to catching up with you tomorrow. Same time, same bat station, 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time and 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, got that right.
Yay.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye, everyone.
Ciao, ciao. I think I might watch me some Lucille Ball.
Yes.
Have yourselves a wonderful day.
You as well. Bye, darling. Have a great day.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.